It has been a very, very long time since Solomon no Kagi 1. In fact, we're only about 5 games shy from being as close to the end of the Famicom's lifespan as the original game was close to the beginning. This is the final Tecmo game on the Famicom, and it's not quite full circle, but it's pretty close. The original Solomon no Kagi was an action puzzler where you controlled Dana, a wizard with the ability to make blocks appear and disappear. It was an arcade port, so it was kind of cruel and extra challenging. Solomon no Kagi 2 brings back Dana, who in fact gets a hero reveal during the opening cinematic. The game's subtitle points to its story, Cool Mint Kyushutsu Sakusen, or the Cool Mint Island Rescue Operation. Snow fairies live on Cool Mint Island, and they've been invaded by fire spirits that are melting all of them. Dana volunteers to help, and does that by putting out all of the fires on every stage. This is one of those puzzle games where what you do is very easy, but the stages that they build around that are very hard. Both the A and B button do the exact same thing. Dana places an ice block at his feet, or he removes the ice block that's there. Dana can also kick small ice blocks that he walks into, and he can climb up ledges that are exactly 1 block high. Dana can't jump, can't place blocks directly in front of himself, there are no power-ups or special abilities, it's just make ice and break ice. Now there is one thing that Dana can do, and that's rewind time by pressing the select button. You can keep walking back steps by hitting select over and over again. You can also press start and choose to restart the whole stage. There are no lives here and no time limit. You just have to think things through. There are 100 puzzles in the game divided up into 10 worlds of 10 levels each. You can do the first 9 levels in a world in any order that you like, and after you clear all 9 you go to a special boss level where the rules of the game change slightly. Sometimes the fires will be moving, so you have to time when you hit them with ice, and sometimes the stage is sinking into the fires below, and you have a limited amount of time to put out the living flames. Clear all 100 stages like this, and you get a special code to let you play 50 additional extra difficult stages. You know I have a good puzzle game when I've got a lot of footage that looks like this. I'm not paused, I'm thinking. The game takes a gentle approach too. The first couple of worlds are really there as tutorials, to teach you how the blocks move and interact. Ice created up against a solid surface will stick there, but ice kicked into a solid surface will not be attached. Single blocks of ice can be kicked, thicker ice is solid. Ice platforms that aren't supported or attached to a wall will fall. Later stages introduce a few new elements, like pipes that you can climb into. The pipes are considered to be open space, so you can climb up a step and into a pipe. The key to solving puzzles in Solomon no Kagi 2 are similar to the rules for a lot of puzzle games. Don't take any irreversible steps until you know what you're doing, and it's a lot harder to go up than it is to go down. And of course, the obvious path that they present you right at the start of the stage is usually wrong. If the 150 puzzles that Tecmo created for you aren't enough, you can create your own puzzles in Solomon no Kagi 2, though you'll have to lend out your cartridge if somebody was going to play it. There are 3 battery save slots here, and you can save after every world, or just hit B from the map screen, and that will give you the opportunity to save. Unfortunately, Tecmo never really followed this one up. The original Solomon no Kagi would continue to get spin-offs and remakes and reworkings, but Solomon no Kagi 2 is kind of a dead end for the series. The game is a bit obscure in Japan, but it's got tons of fans. It's often referenced as one of the best puzzle games on the Famicom, and it's been one of my favorites for a long time. This is a short video because the game is so simple, not because it isn't good. The concept of creating and destroying platforms generates a surprising amount of complexity in the puzzle design. And while some basic techniques like creating short bridges and then chopping them off so you can kick a brick will always be useful to solve a puzzle, it's harder to figure out when is the right time to do that. You will need to sit there, stare at that screen, and think. I love my puzzle games, and that is exactly what I want out of them. Solomon no Kagi 2 is one of my favorites.